Let me tell you the areas that I think are ripe for disruption, not in the next century, but in the next 10 to 15 to 20 years, which is the space that I operate in. I'm going to go through these quickly. So anybody in the banking, mortgage, and escrow areas? So is anybody in the room? A few of you. So if you are a middle person, in this sector, blockchain for you is going to be a disruptor, and whether or not Bitcoin ever takes off, that's sort of beside the point. It's the underlying infrastructure that will dramatically change the work that's being done. Anybody in the telco space, so the AT&Ts and the Verizons and the Sprints, huge swaths of those workforces will be eliminated because the reality is that right now we do need the pipes, but we don't actually need phone numbers to make phone calls. So everybody in that space will be disrupted quickly. Lawyers, any lawyers in the room? So unless you're in litigation, litigators are safe for the time being. Lawyers, because of open data initiatives, we've got peer-to-peer databases, we've got data sharing, we've got file sharing, we've got all these different things, and more governments that are accepting digital transactions. Anyhow, so lawyers will have a problem. I was a journalist, a foreign correspondent a long time ago, and my former field is facing significant disruption through algorithmic distribution and curation. Anybody in the customer service space, IBM Watson is doing all kinds of really interesting things. One of the things that it can do, although it's not positioned this way at the moment, is to replace everybody in the customer service sector. Right now, it can scrape your data. It can learn everything that you are most likely to respond to, and if you're Southwest Airlines, who, by the way, doesn't outsources all of its data, and you've got an angry customer, Watson will tell you what's going to move the needle for that person. And in my case, it's probably not a $200 voucher for a future flight, so I just want to get to where I'm going. So we can use predictive analytics in that field. Anybody in the transactional space, so this could be insurance, this could be your toll booth operator, anybody who deals with transactions, anything that's the displacement will happen through wearables, scannables, again, predictive analytics. Factory workers is sort of an obvious one, but the disruption will come through haptics, which is it's a way to sort of virtually operate in a manufacturing center where the actual manufacturing is happening somewhere else. And haptics is a tangible, tactile, sensor-based system where you can feel what you're working on, even though that actual work is being done, nowhere near you. And marketing, so we've got anybody in the marketing space and advertising space. So I was in a previous panel, somebody was talking about teaching kids how to code so that they can work with Google Ads. And that's a big waste of money. So I've got many, many more, but I guess we'll sort of stop there for the moment.